Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we have a reading text with the title How to Behave Abroad. In today's reading text, we are going to talk about how people behave differently in different countries. What to do or what to say when you are in a different country. The first exercise here gives us an idea about the different behaviors that the people live in. For example, the first one, when we meet someone for the first time, we shake hands. This is true according to my country. Look at the second one. Friends kiss on both cheeks when they meet or when they say goodbye. Yes, this is true. And we have the rest of the sentence. You should read them and put true or false. Now let us go to the reading text. We have a word guide to good manners. A word guide to good manners. How not to behave badly abroad. Here's the title. Traveling to all corners of the world gets easier and easier. We live in a global village. But this does not mean that we all behave in the same way. If we look at the first paragraph, it talks about greetings, how you say hello in different countries. For example, in America and Canada, if you meet a person for the first time, you should shake hands and look straight in his eyes. In Japan, for example, no physical contact, but you should bow. In Thailand, you should press both hands together at the chest and bow your head slightly. In the second paragraph, it talks about clothes. For example, in Japan, China, Korea, Thailand, and Iran, you should take off your shoes when entering a house or a restaurant. In the third paragraph, which talks about food and drinks, in Italy, Spain, and Latin America, lunch is often the biggest meal of the day. So it is the main course of the day. Lunch is the main course of the day. In Britain, for example, you might have business lunch and do business as you eat. In Mexico, in Japan, lunch is a time to relax and socialize. In Britain and United States, it is not unusual to have a business meeting over breakfast. On the contrary, in China, for example, you should not discuss business during the meal. You should not discuss business during the meal. The last paragraph, which talks about doing business. In most countries, an exchange of business card is essential for all introduction. So you should have a business card in order to introduce yourself and your company. And this card should have your personal information and your position in your company. In many countries, business hours are from 9 or 10 to 5 or 6. However, in some countries such as Greece, Italy, and Spain, the working hours remain open until the evening. Finally, in Japan, if you are invited in Japan, you should not refuse, even if you do not feel like staying out late. Here, some extra tips. For example, in France, you should not sit down in a cafe until you have shaken hands with everyone you know. In India and the Middle East, you must never use the left hand when greeting. You should not use your left hand when greeting. In China, your host will keep refilling your dish unless you lay your chopsticks across your bowl. Most South Americans and Mexicans like to stand very close to the person they are talking to. You should not back away. In America, finally, in America, you should eat your burger with both hands and as quickly as possible. So the text is talking about different behaviors in different countries. Here we have the questions in exercise 3. Answer the questions. For example, let us do the first two questions. What nationality do you think the people in the pictures? If you look at the pictures, you can guess that these people are from America, from Europe. This family is from Saudi Arabia or from the Gulf. These people are from China or Japan, for example. The second question, what are the two differences between the American and the Japanese greeting? Yes, you can find this in the answer in this paragraph. You can find the answer in this paragraph, and here are the answers for the rest of the questions. You can stop the video anytime and write the answers in your book. Thank you very much. See you inshallah soon.